Praying the Psalms, finding strength and hope in your prayers. Devotion Day 1. One way to grow into spiritual maturity is by learning to pray the Psalms. The book of Psalms, or the Psalter, is God's gift to teach us to pray. It is essentially a prayer book, a resource to help us speak to God when we have no words, and a key to unlock the emotions we don't know how to express to the Almighty. We can easily echo these prayers word for word to God because of the wide range of emotions and situations found within the Psalter, such as joy, thanksgiving, suffering, confusion, doubt, and repentance. Ultimately, the Psalms are a place to meet Jesus Christ, the Messiah. Each psalm speaks his name, some with a whisper, others with a mighty shout. So as we begin to talk to God through repeating the words he has given us, we begin to sound more and more like his Son. Indeed, as we learn the rhythm of prayer from the Psalter, we are transformed into the image of Christ. Today we will be reading Psalm 44, a poem about remembering redemption in current times of despair. The psalmist begins by describing a time when God provided protection to his people, casting out other nations and redeeming the land because of God's favor. In the middle section of the psalm, however, the psalmist paints a different picture of the current situation. The psalmist describes how his people are suffering oppression and persecution. He uses a metaphor to express the severity of the situation. He and his people are like sheep being sent to slaughter. The surrounding nations reproach them, and as a result, the psalmist and his people languish in the land of jackals and are enveloped in a shadow of death. Unlike much of Israel's history of suffering in the Old Testament, this episode is not due to their wickedness or failure to uphold the covenant. Rather, their suffering is a natural progression of their dedication to God. Jesus echoed this by saying the world would hate his disciples. John 17, verse 14. And yet he calls us to love others, even those who seem to send us to slaughter. John 17, verses 20 through 23. As you pray through this psalm, ask God to protect you from hardship as you seek to follow him in a broken world. And when you face hardship, ask God to help you withstand that suffering, to redeem you in the midst of your trials. Psalms 44. We have heard with our ears, O God, our fathers have told us the deeds you did in their days and days of old. You drove out the nations with your hand, but them you planted. You afflicted the peoples and cast them out, for they did not gain possession of the land by their own sword, nor did their own arm save them. But it was your right hand, your arm, and the light of your countenance, because you favored them. You are my king, O God. Command victories for Jacob. Through you we will push down our enemies. Through you, your name, we will trample those who rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, nor shall my sword save me. But you have saved us from our enemies, and have put to shame those who hated us. In God we boast all day long, and praise your name forever. But you have cast us off and put us to shame, and you do not go out with our armies. You make us turn back from the enemy, and those who hate us have taken spoil for themselves. You have given us up like sheep intended for food, and have scattered us among the nations. You sell your people for next to nothing, and are not enriched by selling them. You make us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to those all around us. You make us a byword among the nations, a shaking of the head among the peoples. My dishonor is continually before me, and the shame of my face has covered me, because of the voice of him who reproaches and reviles, because of the enemy and the avenger. All this has come upon us, but we have not forgotten you, nor have we dealt falsely with your covenant. Our heart has not turned back, nor have our steps departed from your way. But you have severely broken us in the place of jackals, and covered us with the shadow of death. If we had forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a foreign god? Would not God search us out? For he knows the secrets of the heart. Yet for your sake we are killed all day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, why do you sleep, O Lord? Arise, do not cast us off forever. Why do you hide your face and forget our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust. Our body clings to the ground. Arise for our help and redeem us for your mercy's sake.